Hi guys, it's Jackie. This time we come back with an American indie sci-fi thriller film, Lapse. Finn is an apartment manager. He loves painting but never has any passion when grabbing the painter. His friend Jasper is a bartender. He's addicted to betting. This guy always hopes one day he can become rich from this game, but it will never happen. One day, Finn's boss tells him to ask the neighbor living opposite the house rent. Their car is still here but they haven't seen them for a while. Thus, his girlfriend Callie comes by to see and finds something really abnormal here. She immediately calls Finn and Jasper over. The wall is full of Jasper's pictures. There's a huge camera which is facing directly at them. Right at that time, pictures come out of that huge camera. They think this guy must be a pervert. They find that these pictures can tell them about the future. It will print out what will happen at exactly 8 p.m. of the next day. This tenant wrote that he thought he was about to die. Finn suddenly remembers seeing his hat in the warehouse. They come to check and find his dead body here. What's confusing here is his face seems like being burned out, while his clothes are still fine. They guess this guy knows about his future, so he tries to stop it and ends up like this. Finn is about to call the police, but Jasper disagrees and tells them to take advantage of it to make money from betting. Plus, it also can tell Finn what he's gonna paint. But it's a matter of one life, so they'd better call the police. Casper persuades him to wait for another day. Tomorrow this camera prints out the police's picture. He will listen to Finn. After a while, Finn finally agrees. That night, they take part in the night party as planned. Finn stands in the living room and takes pictures of the party. It's the same as what they get from the camera yesterday. Afterward, three of them wait for the next picture to come out. They should do what the picture tells them to, or else they will end up like Finn's miserable neighbor because of changing the future. To prevent this camera is found out, Callie takes out the man newspapers, waters his tree, and pay the fines for him, with an aim to make it look like this man is still living here. Finn's inspiration for painting can't stop since then, while his friend Jasper wins lots of bets with the help of this camera. Every night, at 8 p.m., three of them will make some poses in front of this camera. However, happy days won't last forever. What they see at this time's picture has caused conflict among them. Finn is painting while Callie and Jasper are kissing. It's nothing less than he sees himself being treated, so Finn aggressively disagrees to do it. Jasper warns him about the man's death and what they will get if they don't do what the camera tells them to. He promises they will just pretend to do it, so Finn still agrees with them. The next day, three of them do what is planned. Finn is so drifted into his painting that forgets about a couple behind him. When he turns around, Callie and Jasper are almost taking off their clothes. Finn angrily comes towards the camera to take tomorrow's picture. It shows that a stranger will come by their apartment. Jasper knows him. He's Ivan, a gambler. Looking at the picture, Jasper tells them something bad might happen tomorrow. But they have no choice but listen to it. Jasper worriedly grabs his phone and calls Ivan. As expected, he comes by Jasper's place the next morning. He wonders how to cheat to win lots of bets like Jasper. He can't tell Ivan and says he just has to follow him to place the bet. Suddenly, Callie comes in and throws a picture in front of them. Tomorrow, Finn will paint her nude body while Jasper is peeping outside. Ivan senses something suspicious here and decides to come back the next day. 8 p.m. at the next evening, Finn finishes his painting. Callie sees Ivan and his lackey is waiting outside. Jasper has no way but tells them about that camera. He forces Jasper to get the result from the picture and sticks it on the wall. Every night, at exact 8 p.m., his lackey will stop by to take. Jasper requires to share 50-50. Still, this mean man just agrees to give him 5%. Jasper isn't glad about it, but he has no other way. The next day, Jasper takes a picture of the results before the lackey comes by. Finn sees himself drawing a skull in tomorrow's picture. It's abnormal because that's not his style. They are quite sure something really bad is gonna happen. Three of them stay up all night and hides knife, hammer everywhere. They even rehearse how to react if someone attacks. On this day, Finn's friend has just officially become a policeman and comes by to see him. After a while, the friend gives him a card and leaves. Ivan's lackey sees this scene and supposes Finn has called the police. No matter how Jasper tries to explain, Ivan doesn't believe it. Jasper tells him he sees his lackey will murder him in the picture. What he said creates doubt in him. He snatches the gun from him and goes confirm. Ivan realizes he gets tricked, but it's too late. His lackey is killed. Jasper grabs a baseball bat and knocks out Ivan from behind. They pull the two bodies and hide them in the warehouse. Killing two people just in one day, Finn is really frightened. He intends he will leave right after sharing Ivan's money. But Callie and Jasper doesn't agree. They ask him to stay and continue the plan. One day, a female professor and also the neighbor's friend comes to see him. She asks where he is. They lie that this guy has moved out. The woman sees her friend's hat is still here. She pulls out the gun. Jasper and Finn have to bring his friend out to let her see. Actually, she knows that his friend has researched this machine for a long time, but she doesn't know this guy died because he had tried to change the future. Because it looks like he died of an accident. Then, the woman pulls out a picture the man gave her 1 week ago. It shows a trace of blood and a coil in the drawing board. The picture might be trying to tell them some accident will happen. Her friend might have gone to the warehouse to grab the coil. If Finn can't draw this accident might haven't happened. She guesses in this time, the man accidentally dropped a poison bottle and died. But Jasper can't understand why he can know what will happen in a week later while this camera just can tell them the future in a day later. The woman tells this guy didn't know well about how this machine works out though. Casper's afraid she will tell the police so kill her afterward. Finn wants to go away as soon as possible when seeing Jasper is becoming crazy like that. This woman also said that man's death was just an accident. But this man still believes they can change the future. In today's picture, Callie and Jasper will have to act a scene in a movie. Finn can't keep on anymore and it makes him more determined to leave. He loves Callie, but he always has a kind of low self-esteem when being with her. He has prepared well the ring to propose to her. This time he won't hesitate anymore. Seeing Finn made up his mind, Jasper ties him up and locks him in the warehouse. The future is planned in advance, so they must follow it. Finn manages to burn the rope to escape, then he takes the photo and money inside the woman's bag along with the key of this apartment. He pretends to be breaking this machine to force Jasper to let them go. To protect the camera, Jasper has to compromise. Seeing the ring Finn intends to give, Callie is very happy and quickly packs up to leave with him. Unexpectedly, Jasper pulls out the baseball bat he hid before and knocks out Finn. At the crucial moment, Callie attacks Jasper from behind and kills him. Callie has to tell him that actually the future can be changed. At first, Finn doesn't believe it, but then he realizes he hasn't changed at all. What he draws 1 week ago seems to be similar to some pictures afterward. Then, Finn notices that his girlfriend might be hiding something. He forces her to tell the truth. Actually, the picture will be printed out at 8 AM, but Finn doesn't know that. Callie and Jasper make out not just one time. Their love affair is exposed by these pictures of that camera. That day, Callie breaks into the man's home and takes away their picture. Then she will quietly change another picture at 8 PM every day. This picture is also the one she has just switched. All these things just to make Finn jealous, but it turns out he just feels disappointed about her. He supposes this camera has caused so many people died, so it should be destroyed. Callie stops him and tells him that just with the help of this machine can seize the future and make it better. Callie is losing control and it makes Finn wants to destroy this camera more. To stop him, Callie kills her boyfriend. She thinks she ate yesterday will remind her about what's gonna happen, then Finn won't die and he won't find out about her affair. Ironically, when Callie is arrested, the note stuck on the wall also drops off. This scene is exactly the same as what they saw in the picture. When they suppose that if they see the future, they can control their lives. However, it's all the law of karma. Actually, they can't change the future, the only thing they can change is their blindness. Okay, that's the end of this movie. Like, share, and comment to support us. See you next time with a new movie.